4 mine shafts, just a correction that I need to make. The latest news from the mine. Let's now talk to AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa. Joseph, a very, very good morning to you. Can you give us an update as to what happened overnight? How many of the miners have now been rescued?
Hi, good morning to you and to your viewers. Indeed, the information I just received now from our regional chairperson of AMCU is 884 mine workers have been rescued. Is 135 that are still trapped underground, of which we believe they are also going to be rescued this morning.
What is the condition of the miners that have been rescued? It's a large number. Obviously, 135 still missing is big as well. But let's talk about those that have been rescued. The condition that they're in?
Yeah, I think they are tired. They show the signs of tiredness because of the environment. They were crowded in one space. But however, there are medical personnel on the surface which they will be looking at them, checking them, their conditions.
In terms of the 135 that are still underground, are there hopes that they will be rescued today, soon, shortly? I mean, are we hoping, obviously, that this is going to happen very quickly?
Yes, indeed. They will be rescued this morning. Maybe in the next 45 minutes, they might be out.
Good.
Because there are no hindrances that they've been discovered.
Okay. We'll definitely keep in touch with you for that. Now, let's talk about the circumstances now. Why did the mine fail to get adequate generators to pull out the miners in sufficient time?
You will recall that in many opportunities that AMCU gets from the media, when we talk about the mining, how unsafe the mines are in South Africa, and the low wages that the workers are receiving, when we were advocating 12,500, and then people, they thought that AMCU is not in their minds. We've been saying that these mines are not investing in prevention. And the reason for that is very simple. It's because they pay low wage. So to get a high quality of safety measures is too expensive for them. So there is no investment when it comes to prevention. Hence, there is no contingency plan. There is no generators. If there were generators, they are not in a working condition. They had to go to other mines, Harmony, to go and borrow generators. It shows clearly that the life of mine worker is worth less than a generator. So it is of a serious concern to us that these managers or these mines are pushing production in the extent of the lives of the workers.
After the miners have been rescued, the remaining 135, will the mine go back to business as usual, or will the miners go to counselling? And from the union's perspective, what is your next move?
We believe that we need to have a one-day safety. To have a safety day whereby no worker will be reporting for duty until such time the induction is done and all the safety inspection has been done at the mine to check that those contingency plans are in place. Before that happened, I won't advocate or necessarily approve that the workers should report for duty for such a thing. The mine must go and do the inspection underground for the methane gas and make sure that they put all their fans in order to flush out the methane gas underground. Until such those steps are taken and we satisfy ourselves that the contingency plan are in place, they've got the new generators at the workplace in terms of the regulations, because the regulation is very clear. The mine must have emergency supply power, emergency power supply for ventilation. So in this instance, it's clear that there was no emergency power supply in this mine.
All right, we leave it there for this morning. We certainly will keep updated with you to find out the fate of the 135 remaining miners that are underground. AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa talking to us and updating us on the situation. So what we do know now, out of the 955 miners that have been trapped, 820 have been rescued, but there are still 135 underground, and according to Joseph, they should be out in the next 45 minutes or so. So we will keep you posted.